Thank you. Now that we've finished with the novice Congresswoman from Wyoming, I guess that's what we're calling first-year members of Congress now, first-term members. I don't know where that came from or what that's supposed to mean. But let's move on. Instead of name-calling, let's just do the work that the people have us here for, whether we like individuals or not.
The gentlelady from Wyoming is recognized.
Well, thank you. And if it seems like there might be a dog in this hunt on the other side, what you need to understand is that Mr. Goldman, the novice representative from New York,
sounds ridiculously immature. There was a discussion earlier about Jack Smith, and it was alleged that he is engaged in bias, partisan actions before. Is the discussion, I went and looked at some of the cases that he has, in fact, taken up in his long career, both in New York, Brooklyn, as well as at The Hague. Ms. Winebanks, are you familiar with former Representative Rick Renzi? He was a Republican member of the House that this Jack Smith prosecuted. Are you familiar with the name Senator John Edwards? He was a Democrat that Jack Smith also prosecuted. Republican member, Governor Bob McDonnell, when he was in the office of the prosecutor at the International Criminal Court of The Hague. Many individuals from all world parties and leaders. Are you familiar, I don't know if you're familiar with an individual named Ronell Wilson.
I am not.
Ronell Wilson was an individual in New York who murdered 2 New York City Police Department officers. That was prosecuted by Jack Smith. He also prosecuted, however, police who brutalized Abner Louima. I'm sure you're familiar with that name.
I am.
So this is an individual who seems to be a prosecutor willing to go after anybody, no matter what their party is, and reviewing and investigating the information, they believe that that person has broken the law. And that's what I call a good prosecutor, having been one myself.
Fanbase is pioneering a new era of social media for the creator economy. This next generation social media app with over 600,000 users is raising $17 million, and now is your chance to invest. For details on how to invest, visit startengine.com/fanbase or scan the QR code. Another way we're giving you the freedom to be you without limits.